Okay, so welcome everybody and thank you for being here. My name is Alessia and I'm the project coordinator of the Entrepreneurship Center services at GBSB Global. The aim of today's info session is to explain to you about our G-Accelerator program at GBSB Global and to explain you a bit more in detail what we are offering you, what we are looking for, and see if any of you has, let's say, an idea or a business idea that could fit into our program, okay? So the idea is to start with a brief presentation of the program. I will explain all the points, and then at the end we will leave some space for question and answers, okay? So I will start the presentation right now, and then at the end, if you have any doubts, you can ask me, okay? So let's start the presentation. Present. Good. So G-Accelerator, it's a program organized by GBSB Global in collaboration with UVic, which is the Universitat Central of Catalonia. And our goal is to support the next generation entrepreneurs that has some innovative business idea with triple impact, okay? This is a call that it's happening once a year, okay? And it's funded by the Department of Business and Employment of Generalitat of Catalonia, following the Catalonian Prem program, okay? And also funded by the Social European Fund. So it's not only a program, let's say, for GBSB Global students or alumni, but also for the entire ecosystem here in Catalonia, okay? We have built a 6 months pre-accelerator program that provides training, mentoring, networking, and financial support services to early stages businesses or entrepreneurs that have a specific focus on creating ventures with triple impact, okay? So what we mean for triple impact would mean that your business idea should have a social, economic, or environmental impact, okay? So have a kind of returning to the society. We have established few main verticals, okay, but are not the only one. Let's say that these are the most important one that we would like to work on. For example, sustainable businesses or health and well-based businesses, circular and proximity economy, responsible production and consumption, sustainable cities and communities, and quality education. But as I said, these are not the only one because we don't have a specific niche, let's say, of businesses to target, but we are more transversal. So we are very open to listen to any kind of idea that somehow have a social impact, okay? What we are looking for? We are looking for, first of all, innovative and disruptive ideas, okay? So we would like that the idea that are coming to us have this connotation of innovation, or they would like to change the way to build new businesses, or rethink the way of new business models, for example, okay? So let's try to innovate in this way. Of course, we will help you along the program with this, but that has this kind of matrix, okay? Businesses with triple impact, as we said, so this is the main point for us. So, for example, opening up a restaurant, if it doesn't have a social impact, let's say, we could not support in this kind of program because we have very strict directory from our funders too that we have to follow. Pre-seed and seed category startups, meaning that you are mostly on the ideation phase, okay, or you still need to work on the ideation phase. Businesses or projects that are not in the market yet, that they need a development, okay? in order to be launched into the market. We are looking for basically, as I said, some individuals that would like to make a difference. Okay, they would like to contribute in the world, in the society, by building sustainable and social responsible businesses. Okay, what we are offering to you? We are offering you trainings, up to 170 hours of trainings, mentoring. We are going to hire this number in the upcoming call, but anyway, 192 hours minimum of mentoring hours. Networking opportunities. So we are organizing many events in order to give you access to the local, so Barcelona hub, and also international entrepreneurial ecosystem. And finally, we are providing with some financial support, a grant up to €3,000 budget that has to be spent in extra mentoring hour after the completion of the program to help you with the further development of your projects. Okay, so how we do this? We have built a roadmap, let's say, that is lasting around 20 weeks. This is, we will try to do a bit longer in the upcoming call, if we can, in order to have it a bit lighter, let's say. But anyway, this is the roadmap that we have built, and it's divided in 3 main blocks. Okay, so the first block is what we call the opportunity analysis. The opportunity analysis, where, of course, as the word says, we are going to work on the ideation phase. Okay, and we are going to do through training modules, very practical one, that are mostly given by experts in the field and also entrepreneurs that have the experience, okay? Because we don't want to give another academic program, let's say, but it's specifically ideated to give you practical tips, okay, in order to build your project. So we are going to work on Lean Kanban methodologies, agile methodologies. We are going to build your empathy map and buyer persona. We are going to do the competitors analysis through the Ocean Blue Canvas, the SWOT analysis, value proposition canvas. We are going to work a lot on your business model canvas, okay, to make sure you have chosen the right one. And in this part is where we are going to work on the social impact, okay? So we are going to do it in collaboration with the University of Northampton in UK. They have the Institute of Social Innovation and Impact. They are a reference worldwide on doing this. So with them, we are going to work to build your social canvas, so to identify the social impact of your business, and how to measure it through impact metrics boards, okay? At the end of this first block, you're going to be able to build your first draft of a business plan, okay? Because you're going to work on all of these parts. Also, we are going to organize an idea pitch. The idea pitch is where you're going to present your more, let's say, structured idea in front of an external panel of mentors and professionals that are going to listen to your idea. And here is where we're going to do the match with your possible mentors, because we are going to assign to each project selected a mentor that's going to help you along this process. Okay, so here it's where we're going to do the match. Once we do the match, you're going to have a mentor assigned specifically to your project based on your need, and so they can help you with all the other phases, okay? Then the second block is what we call the market analysis and business model validation. So here we are going to work into the market test. The market test, this phase is done in collaboration with our main partners, that is UVic, Universitat Central de Catalunya, and they're gonna help you with the prototype and MVP, with the customer and product development, with the market test. They're gonna build you a specific roadmap They're going to provide you specific contact of companies that would like actually to test your service or product with local company in all the Catalonian territory. Okay, also market research. And this is, as I say, it's the second block that is going to last around more or less 2 months, okay? And you're going to work specifically with them, okay, in all of these parts here. Of course, we are going also to organize a sales pitch where you're going to pitch, let's say, in a more commercial way. And also we are organizing a social pitch in collaboration with the University of Northampton, because nowadays all the businesses, let's say, has to have at least this kind of social metrics into their business model. Okay, so we're going to help you with this. And finally, we are entering in the third and final block of the trainings and of the roadmap. It's what we call strategy and resources. So all the tools and resources available in order to help you with the completion of the building of your business plan, of your business proposal, okay, such a marketing plan, the operational plan, economic and financial plan. We are going to organize many workshops about fundraising, fundraising opportunities, both at the private and public way, because there are many entities. So we were talking about equity crowdfunding, investments. We're gonna put you in contact with business angels. So we are going to push a lot on this part here, and we are gonna help you also to build your investor deck, okay? Because at the end of the program, we are going to organize a demo day, and this demo day, it's open to the whole national, international entrepreneurial ecosystem. So they're going to be present professional, business angels, investors. They're going to listen to your idea. So the aim of this 6 months roadmap is in order to give you all the tools, all the resources in order to build your business plan, in order to structure a bit more, let's say, let me go here, well, I'm gonna later. And so you're gonna be ready, okay, to launch into the market your business or your services, and you're gonna be ready to the next development phases, okay? So, as I was saying before, every project is gonna have up to 20 hours assigned with a mentor. And then this mentor, of course, it's based on your needs. For example, if you or your team are very specialized, let's say in a specific things, can be more technical, or maybe you have already experiences in marketing on, I don't know, economic and financial plan, for example, but you need any other of support, well, we're gonna try to match this with your needs, and we're gonna try to find professionals that have experience on the field that you want to enter, okay? And along the way, of course, sometimes we identify some specific needs. So what we're gonna do is actually to give you the support that is needed in that moment. That could be legal and tax, for example, or patent, trade and marks. So we will try to match, okay? Networking. Along the 6 months, we are going to organize a lot of events, okay? Maybe some of you already been invited in some of them. For example, the past month we were present at the Mobile World Congress, so you received also an invitation to join us there. So for example, there we invited every day a startup that participated into the past edition in order to give them more visibility, in order to give them access, you know, to the ecosystem. We organized some meeting with funders, investors and business angels in order to help them with the development, okay? So even once you finish the program with us, we continue to support you, okay? Because we believe that it's very, very important. Also networking between the beneficiary, because sometimes some synergies can be created, you know, maybe some of you have knowledge in one particular thing that can help the others too. So we try to establish this kind of connections, okay? And also with other entrepreneurs in Barcelona, because as I said, we have many startups on the past edition that are still working on their project, but we also have, let's say, a very strong network of entrepreneurs and startups that can help you, okay? We can provide this kind of contacts and energy and synergy. And also at the international level, because we are also in contact with some international partners that are gonna help you to scale your project in case we identify that has, let's say, already international profile. And then, as I said, finally, to the best selected startup as the winner of our program, we're gonna give this grant up to 3,000 euro in order to be spent with extra mentorship hours that are gonna give you access and help you with public and private funding, with customer development strategy, with product development strategy, commercial, marketing, digital marketing strategy, and so on. So we also continue to support you at that point. So your outcomes, what we expect from you. At the end of the program, all the projects gonna have a proper, complete, and validated business plan. So you're going to be ready to go and to launch your idea and your project into the market. You're going to have a proven prototype, an MVP. You're going to have a market test validation done. As I said, this is the second block of our training. And you're going to have a resource planning in order to go on the next development stage. And specifically with what? With the team and funding strategies. But also we would like to have your commitment. This is a kind of, let's say, intense program, because as I said, there are a lot of hours involved. So from your side, we want your full commitment that you can start and you can finish, also because this is, as is funded by a public entity, we will need, let's say, to prove that you started and that you finished and that you have actually completed the program. They are requiring at least the 75% of the overall hours, okay, that we are providing. Of course, not being participating in other accelerator programs, and be an active member. So try to come and join us during the events, during the workshop, be an active members of the G-Accelerator community. As I said to you before, our main partners are UVic, Universitat Central de Catalunya, University of Northampton, and also we have these international partners that it's called MPEC, and basically they are supporting our project, our startup, once they finish, in order to give you access to the international ecosystem. They are also providing some programs internationally. They are based in Berlin. So to help you with this too, to go international and scale up. Yes, more or less that's it. So the upcoming call, it's gonna start around late May and beginning of June. We don't have the exact dates yet because we are waiting, let's say, from our funders, the exact starting dates, but we are, let's say, about to start, so in a month or so, in a month and a half. And for this reason, we wanted to inform you about this opportunity. Of course, we have already some projects selected for the next edition, but also we are still have few spots left. So That's why we believe it's very important, and it's a very good opportunity for you guys. If you have an idea in mind, a business that you could think it will suit, okay, with this program, applications are now open, are still open, and we are still on scouting. So you can apply by contact us via email. We will organize a first interview with me that I'm going to review, let's say, your business proposal. I'm going to give you some advice, how to build, for example, a proper project deck in case you don't have one already. And then the selection process will continue with a second interview with our program director that is gonna ask you a bit more in detail about your business idea and see if actually viable, okay, and scalable too, because we want that our project can be scalable too. And then we will organize a third and final interview with an expert panel of professionals that will listen to your idea. You will pitch, you will have a 10-minute speech in order to explain your idea. And they will score it, basically. They're gonna do the final selection, okay? So once, if you go in through the third and final interview and you have been selected, let's say, to participate, then in this case, we're gonna meet again. I'm gonna explain you, you're gonna have to sign an agreement with us when you're understanding your commitments, the hours and everything. And then we can start. Basically, the trainings and the mentoring, depending where are you based, and depending also of the project where are based. But we are gonna do a mix. Okay, this year we pretend to do a kind of hybrid training methodology. So we will try to organize workshops both online and some of them presential when it's possible. We will try to organize some kind of also presential visit, maybe to some companies or to other startups, in order to start, this kind of synergies. And but anyway, it's gonna kind of be a mix of online and presential workshops. Okay. Mentoring session, of course, can be done online, and if both you and the mentor are based in the same place, well, then you can do it also presentially if you want to. Okay, this is not mandatory. And then, yes, more or less, this is the presentation. I will now come back here. Okay, good. So, do you have any question, or there is something that is not quite clear for you guys?
Yes, I have maybe one question. Maybe it's just that didn't understand well, but does the program actually start the moment you submit the idea, or the moment the idea itself is selected?
No, after that you've been selected as a participant, as a beneficiary of the program. Okay, so the selection you're submitting your idea. Okay, you're gonna have the first interview with me. There is a selection process over there. Okay, so if you arrive until the third and final interview and finally you've been selected, then of course once the program starts, we're gonna inform you. So it's gonna be a kind of very structured training modules, okay, with the selected date and times where you're gonna have to attend, and then from that point it's gonna start the program. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome. Any other doubt? For example, another important things to mention is that for the ones that, for example, are still studying, of course, we will organize this training session in a time where you can attend Okay, so basically, in the past edition, we also had people that they were working. So of course we understand that we try to be flexible. So how we do this? We are try to organize in between 6 and 8 p.m. or maybe during Saturday morning or Friday afternoon. I mean, we want to make sure that you will be able actually to join. Okay, and in any case, all this session is going to be recorded. Okay, so in case you cannot join, maybe you can watch it later on. Okay, but our first goal that you join, because they are very practical and participative workshops. So of course you will get the most if you're participating. Okay.
And when
also,
yes, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that also another things to mention for the ones that maybe just finished their studies and would like to stay in Barcelona. Well, then they need maybe a near extension. Well, we can also help you in this way, because as it's a kind of hybrid presential online, we can help you from the university with a letter, okay, in order to give you the near extension, okay, or the near if you need it, for example. Yes, Silvia.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, because you mentioned the application is sometime late May, beginning June. Do you know when we will know the exact date?
Well, we expect to have the final dates by this month, by the end of this month. Okay, but applications are open. I mean, you can apply right now, for example. You don't need to wait. Okay, it's just the starting day of the official program that is still to be decided. Okay, because we are waiting for our funder that they can tell us, okay, you can start, for example, the 1st of June. And so we can start with the training and mentoring and all our programs, but that date, but the application, it's open.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so how you do the application? You can either contact me directly at the G-Accelerator email, or if you go, for example, on our website, we have the web page. Okay, so going back here for all of you, are you seeing my screen? Maybe not. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share again. Okay, I'm gonna share again. So here it's basically the GBSB Global website. Okay, there is a tab which is called G-Accelerator, and you should go on G-Accelerator Impact Call. Okay, not G-Accelerator, G-Accelerator Impact Call, which is the program that we are talking about. And here you have all the explanation, and I just give it to you. And here you have the apply button. So by applying this apply button, it's just a form that you have to fill with your name, your surname, your contact details, a brief description of your project idea, and this form, this application form, will arrive directly to me. Okay, so I will receive it, I will review it, and I will contact you back in order to organize the first interview. Okay, and once we organize the first interview, you're gonna explain me about your project idea and see how we can fit into our program. Also, if some of you are working, for example, on a defense thesis project or has already a defense thesis project with a team and think that actually might be interesting to give it a try, well, then this is the perfect program for you, because basically we can go through and work in a more practical way. Maybe you've done it in a more academic way, and now we will help you, okay, to make it reality. So actually to test it, to build it, and to give funding and see how you can actually launch into the market your idea. Okay? What else? Has any one of you has already have, let's say, a project, a more structured project, or all of you has just an idea and would like to test it?
Well, Shodian and me made a project for the final project, referred to create a new business. So that's our idea. So yes, we have some kind of research. Well, all the things that were request for the final project.
Yes. Okay. So, and do you have the intention, let's say, to establish this project here in Catalonia, or do you have any idea about the where to launch it or where to do it, for example?
Yes, the idea is mainly here in Catalonia, or more specifically here in Barcelona.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Because another point is that maybe I didn't mention is that as we are, of course, funded by the Social European Fund and Generalitat of Catalonia, the goal is to help you at least with the market test and the first, let's say, launching of your service or product here in Catalonia region. Doesn't have to be specifically Barcelona, can be the rest of the territory, but at least what we try to do is to help you to start from here. And then, of course, as we are our goal is to help you to build a scalable business. Of course, then you can go and do it globally. I mean, you don't need to remain here, or but at least to test it here and to launch it here at first.
Maybe I have a question. Actually, I'm not original from EU, but I want to like more in here. And the plan is later on, I already have partner that already have a company here in Barcelona. But for my side, it's still an idea. But if once I get a success step, so I can collaborate with him, example like that. Is that possible? This person who has a company here can like example like co-founder or collaborate with the.
What do you mean? It's a company that it's already functioning, already making revenue, and you would like to collaborate or to join the program with this?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's the owner of that company. It's not me. So they want to see me if I can have a plan and everything. But in the future, I need to together work with them like that. So like let's say it's under subcontract or under like that. But now I need to settle down by myself first. Is that possible?
Well, we should review more in specific your case, because as I said at the beginning, our aim is to help you to build new ideas. Okay, so if there is a venture that's already on the market, it's already making revenue, well, maybe for them doesn't make sense to attend a pre-accelerator because they're already in the market. And our aim is to help you from, let's say, from the idea until to arrive into the market. Okay, give you all the steps, all the resources in order to have something that you can go into the market. So I'm not sure about it. Okay, or also like as a worker of their company, because if they have a legal entity already established, well, then I'm not sure. We should review this case. Maybe you can explain it better. Maybe we can organize a meeting and let's discuss it also about the company, because as I said, we are looking for projects, for idea with this social impact, with this triple impact. Okay, so let's see how this could fit.
Maybe better I have a one-on-one discussion with you, because this is a little bit how I want to collaborate for future. So that's let's talk it maybe separately.
Yes, of course. No, don't worry. You can send me an email and we can organize a one-to-one meeting with you. Okay. So again, we just need to settle the initial starting date, the official starting date of the program. So that means that once we start directly with the trainings, okay, to give you all these kind of services and supports. But the application are now open. So if you are having in mind any idea, any project that you think that could be suitable for this program, and if you have the willing to participate in this kind of training program, mentoring, networking, because it's a kind of a whole, you know. It's not just that you attend a training. I mean, we are providing a 360 degrees experience for you. And actually we had, for example, from the past edition, the winner of the seed and pre-seed category, that she was a girl just arriving with an idea in mind. Of course, she's done also the defense stages with this idea, but then once she joined us, she changed a lot, because of course one thing is when you do like a defense thesis project and everything, and another thing is when you actually are facing to the reality, okay, with the market, with your possible target, with your possible buyer persona, when you're testing your idea, when you start to build, and then she changed it completely. And she's our basically main flag of this program, because she managed, after the completion and with the grant that she has with the extra mentorship hours, she actually now a reality. She is into the market, she is already selling, she has a product, she has a web page, she is an e-commerce right now. So after only 6 months, so this is possible, okay? So if you put from your side, and she was still working and studying, of course, it was kind of, you know, full and challenging for her, but she managed. So I just wanted to give you an example that this is, it's something that can help you in a much more practical way, okay? So don't doubt it. I mean, contact me and send me an email. We can have a first interview just to explore your idea. Let's see if this is can join our program, can be suitable, because after these months it's gonna be difficult, because once we have, let's say, the starting date, well, then we're gonna do the final selection with the third and final interview, with some already have prior interviews. So once the selection process is closed, well, then you should then wait for the upcoming call on the next year. So let's give it a try, okay? I don't know if some of you think that it's interesting, that actually could fit with your idea. What is your feedback? Silvia?
Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure I really understood the question itself.
No, I mean, what do you think after this info session, after the explanation of the program? If you have an idea, do you think that could be suitable for this? Do you think that could be helpful for you?
Yeah, no. It was great. Actually, I was even just writing down on my notes that I'm just going to do the last research, because I already have an idea planned out and written. But you gave the information that it should start somewhere like close to Barcelona or Catalonia, and that was information that I needed. So now I know to do the research in regards to it, and I will contact you really soon, actually.
Perfect. Jodian, what about you?
Well, for me personally, I mean, of course, it's interesting, but I think our main driver was Sasha. So I think the idea that we have is really good, but I think we maybe would like discuss and then make a decision on it, I would say.
Or maybe we can just have a first meeting, and when you're gonna explain me about your idea, okay? And then we can see if actually could be suitable for the program. See at which point you are. So let's see how we can help you. I mean, this is just the goal, okay? Also of this, because sometimes, of course, students, they don't know, or maybe they don't understand about the program. So that was the goal of this info session, to explain you a bit more in detail what we are looking for, how it's structured, how long does it take. But again, it's completely free of charge for you, because of course we are funded, but this is quite complete program. I mean, many of the other accelerator that are on the market. Some of them are asking already for an equity, or it's a kind of lasting less. So this is quite complete, and it can give really, let's say, a good starting point to build up your idea, and to also to give you the right content, I will say, because it's not just a program that you're attending, but you will know a lot of people, especially public and private entities. As I said, it's not just attending to attend, but you're gonna be launched also into the entrepreneurial ecosystem that is quite huge here in Barcelona. Okay.
Of course. I mean, Sasha.
Well, I think Jodian said everything, so yes, and I agree with her. And I have just one more question.
Yes.
During this finalization of our course, we lost 2 members of our team, so we want to add more people maybe. To add more people to our team, is necessary to be former people from GBSB or students of GBSB, or could be people outside of the university?
Could be people outside, because as I said, of course, we are also supporting the entire ecosystem. So no, it doesn't have to be specifically from GBSB. You can start with a team member of 2, and then build it also along the way and along the program. Okay, of course, if you have it since the beginning, a team that would like to attend, well, then it's very good for you, because you can divide, okay, let's say the homework that you have, for example. But bear in mind that every team member has to complete the 75% minimum of the total hour. This is another very important point. I mean, it's not that just you are spending these hours as a project, but as a beneficiary, okay? Because we have some spots, and these spots, even if you are only 1 in your team, or you are 3, every team members has to do exactly the same trainings hours, the same workshops, and so on. What you can do when you have a team is actually split, let's say, the homework. What I'm meaning to this. So we're gonna have some few deliverables, okay, not many, but are the ones that are gonna help you, for example, with the building of the business plan based on our roadmap. Okay, so maybe you can work on one part, and other team members can work on another part, and then you can just meet and review it together. Okay, also mentorship hours, you should do it as a team, but of course, when you cannot, maybe only one team member can join. But again, the point here is that every team member that's participating into your project has to complete, okay, the hour. So this is a very important point. And at least for every pitch, at least one team member has to be present. Okay, if the others cannot, one is sick, one other is traveling, or another cannot, we always require at least one participant per team in order to pitch, okay, to do the pitch. So this is also important. I hope this answers your question.
Yes, perfect. Thank you very much.
Good. Any other things that maybe is not clear, or you would like to understand a bit more? Okay, so guys, I finished actually. I would like just to reinforce the message that let's organize the first meeting. Let's review your idea. Let's review your stage, at which point you are, and which kind of support do you need, and see if this is possible, okay, if you can join. So you can either write me directly an email. You have my G-Accelerator email address, all of you. If not, and you feel ready because you already decided to do so, so just go into our webpage, as I said, and do the apply button with your main contact details and, let's say, a brief description of your project, and I will contact you to organize the first interview. Okay?
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks to all of you for being here, and keep in touch, guys.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Have a great
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.